Hey guys, so today I'm here to do a wrap up for the 7 and 7 readathon. I did read 7 things, so I'm very happy about that. So let's just jump into it and I can tell you about the things that I read. The first book I have to talk about is Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. I was so looking forward to this book, was so excited about it because I'm a huge fan of Sarah Dessen. I was a little let down though. That's not to say that I hated it, but it didn't quite meet my expectations. I feel like her older work is definitely better. But this is about a girl named Sydney whose brother has kind of been getting in trouble all of his life, and she's kind of always been in the shadows because of that. One day her brother drives drunk and ends up hitting this little boy and paralyzes him, and so he goes to prison for that. And this book is just about her and her family dealing with the fallout from all of that. I did not really like the romance between the main character and her love interest. I felt like it took such a backseat to the family drama, which would have been fine with me, but it was almost too much. I didn't have a deep connection with the characters. The only character that I really loved was the main character's best friend, Layla. She's amazing, but other than that, it was just, I don't know. I still gave it a 3.5 stars because I did enjoy it. I do like Sarah Dessen's writing, but it's not her best work, and I guess I would recommend it, but just go into it knowing that. The second thing that I read was My Wish List by Gregory Delacourt, and this is about a woman who wins the lottery, and it's just about how her life changes, not necessarily for the better after she wins all this money. It was really good. I think it really opened my eyes to see that winning the lottery is not this big wonderful thing that you think it's gonna be. There's definitely a lot more to it than just becoming rich. I thought for such a short book, the character development was amazing. I was drawn in from the beginning and it kept me entertained. It's definitely something you could just sit down and read in a couple of hours, so it is perfect for a readathon. It's one I would definitely recommend you pick up. I liked it a lot and I gave it a 4 stars. Next thing that I read was Interstellar Cinderella, which is by Deborah Underwood and illustrated by Meg Hunt. It is a fantastic picture book and I am in love with Meg Hunt's artwork now. Like, just to give you a preview, that is so amazing. This book really transported me back to my childhood. If you have a kid or know someone who has a kid, or if you have a niece and nephew, whatever, this is definitely something you should pick up for them because it is just magical and enchanting, and it takes the Cinderella story but puts some twists on it. I loved the message behind this, and I just think it is one of the best children's picture books, one of the best that I've read anyway. Full 5 stars for this. Then I picked up Miss Marvel Generation Y. I gave this a full 5 stars. I feel like it was even better than the first volume. I just love the diversity, and I love the main character and her wit, and it's really funny. It makes me laugh. I love that Wolverine made an appearance as well. I also really like the artwork, and overall I just pretty much love everything about it. So I highly recommend this comic series for sure. The next thing that I picked up was 99 Days by Katie Cotugno, and I have mixed emotions about this book. I actually thought about doing a full review because I do kind of have a lot to say. Still not sure if I'm going to film that, but I will just try to keep it really quick in this video. This is about a girl who grows up with this one family that consists of a sister and 2 brothers. She's best friends with the sister and pretty much grows up dating one of the brothers, Patrick. But then one year things kind of go wrong with her and Patrick, and she ends up cheating on him with the other brother, Gabe. So it's this big huge mess once that comes out and everybody finds out about it. Everyone treats her horribly. So she ends up going to a boarding school for a year, but this story is about the summer when she comes back. The thing that frustrated me the most about this book was the characters, because they all make horrible decisions. But I will say what I really did like about this book is that it really points out and puts emphasis on the fact that we always tend to blame the girl in a cheating relationship, but the guy kind of gets off easy. Nobody really gives him a hard time, and this book just talks about how wrong that is, and I really liked that part of it. I did read this book really quickly. I felt like it was an easy read. So in the end, I actually ended up giving it a pretty high rating. I gave it 4 stars. I had definite major issues with it, but at the same time, I didn't hate it. I still enjoyed the reading experience, even though the characters made me want to pull my hair out. I would recommend it if it sounds like something you will like. Then I read Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. I gave this a full 5 stars. This graphic novel is amazing. The main character, Nimona, is one of my favorite characters. She's so witty and snarky, and I just loved it so much. Basically, the story is about Nimona, who ends up coming in contact with this villain, and she wants to become his sidekick. I loved the art style. I mean, it's very cartoony, but it worked for me, and I just really enjoyed everything about this. I highly recommend it. I can't even explain my excitement that this is going to be turned into a movie. Like, it's going to be amazing. The very last thing that I read was Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. I was getting towards the end of the readathon and I just really needed to read something very quick, but honestly I could not have picked this up at a better time in my life. This book actually made me really emotional. I was crying tears of just so many different emotions. That sounds silly to say because you wouldn't think that it would be emotional, but for me it was. This book is so special to me now. I love it so much. I just recently found out that this is a really popular book to give to people who have recently graduated, and I can definitely see why. It's perfect for that. I of course gave it 5 stars. I am 22 years old and I cried at a Dr. Seuss book and I don't even care. So that's everything that I read for the 7 and 7 readathon. It was definitely successful. I had a great time, and let me know how you guys did. If you participated, I would love to know. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. The next, whoa, I just about dropped it. Then I picked up oh. Yay. Books dropping everywhere. This is a fail. Seriously. What is even happening right now? Someone tell me.